Hello there, welcome to Math 207. My name is Eric Sullivan. I am your instructor for this course. This is Introductory Statistics. Let's go ahead and jump right in on the stuff we want to do for today. All right, so the goal for today is brief discussion. What is statistics? Then what do we expect to learn in this class? And a quick look at the Moodle page just to make sure everybody's on board. Then we're going to look at spreadsheets and how to use spreadsheet technology to do calculation. And then we're going to look at descriptive statistics. So what is statistics? In a broad brushstroke sort of view, statistics is the mathematical discipline of using data to make decisions. Now, data is messy. Data comes with error. Data comes with variability. So really, the whole idea of statistics is being able to deal with variability and uncertainty and still making decisions. Now, the cool thing about statistics is that there's very few mathematical concepts that you need to get started. For example, you only really need to know percents, some probability, some basic descriptive statistics like average, median, things like that, in order to get started. And the rest we'll just kind of learn along the way. You don't need fancy, sophisticated mathematics most of the time. Now, technology. No one in their right mind does statistics without technology. And we're going to be using spreadsheet technology to actually do the work for us. So take your calculator on your phone and set it aside. That is not something you should be using. To just take any calculator and set it aside. The spreadsheet technology is really the thing that's going to do all the work for us here. You'll see that in a minute. Now, what are we going to learn? Okay, the statistics is about making decisions based on data. So we're going to learn things like, well, okay, if you have an advertised claim and then we see new data that comes in, can we weigh that data against the advertised claim? Was the claim actually true? Or say we had a lab that produced evidence of some sort of result. Is that result actually reproducible? Is it true? Is it a cause and effect relationship, or is it just an anomaly? Or really truly determining if there is cause and effect. So the big picture of what we're going to do is we're going to look at data and we're going to make decisions about it. That's the biggest thing that you need to take away about what statistics is. Okay, let's do some of the basics of spreadsheets because spreadsheet technology is what's going to do all of our work. And we're going to use Google Sheets to do most of this. So if you go to your Google Drive and open up a new Google Sheet, you will get something that looks like this guy. Okay, now I'll walk you through it too. If you're in Google Drive, so here I am in my Google Drive folder. If you click New and then Google Sheets and a new blank spreadsheet, you'll have a new blank spreadsheet to work with. So this is built-in native to your Google Drive. Okay, now Google Sheets you can use just like a calculator. So if you wanted to add, I'm going to type equals to tell it I'm about to do something. 1 plus 5, right? I can add. Now work along with me as I do this, by the way. That's always the best practice. I can also reference other cells, so I could do equals that cell divided by 3, for example. Or I could do other sorts of formulas, like I could do equals, let's see here, the sum of these two cells, which is a little silly. I could just add the two. I could just say that cell plus that cell. And I get, of course, the same thing. Now, you can do even more. So in a spreadsheet, really in any piece of software, if you click and drag, you're going to highlight cells. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to press delete, and they're all gone. Oh, wait, I didn't want to do that. Control Z, or Command Z if you're on a Mac, will undo that. Now, there's some other cool things that you should note about spreadsheet technology. If I delete all of these, let's start with something new. What if I did like 1, 3, 5, 7, and I wanted to give this linear progression of every odd number, but I don't want to type them all in. So if I highlight all of those, and then go to the bottom right-hand corner. Notice the bottom right-hand corner's got this little extra icon here. If I hover over it and grab it and scroll down, notice I'm not highlighting anymore. I'm actually expanding that formula. So I'll do that again, Control Z to undo. So I'll highlight the data, and I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and I'm going to grab and pull that down. So now I've actually expanded a formula out. This is something your calculator simply can't do. Now, you can add text into a spreadsheet. You can add your own comments. You can add your own notes. That's a really nice thing here, is that I can save the work that I do. I can have my comments to come along with it. Everything that I do is going to come along for the ride in this one spreadsheet. So let's say I want the average of this data. And let's also say I want the median of this data, for example. Well, I'm going to type equals average, open a parenthesis, and then I can come over here and highlight the data I'm interested in. Notice I clicked in the middle of the cell and then just dragged down to highlight it, close the parenthesis, and it calculated the average for me. Similarly, I could do the median. Right now, one nice little trick, you can press tab if you're halfway through the word and it knows what word you're dealing with and it completes it for you. And highlight everything. Okay, well, the average and the median were the same in this particular case. All right, now what if I wanted to do this? What if I wanted to take every number in this data set and then square it and add 10? Okay, well, let's do that. I could say equals that number to the second power plus 10. Okay, so that takes the number immediately to the left of this cell, raises it to the second power, and then adds 10 to it. Now, if I come down here and go to the very bottom right-hand corner, and drag that down, ooh, now notice that as I dragged it down, it dragged the formula down too. So now it said, hey, take that guy squared plus 10. This one said, take that guy squared plus 10, and so on. And now I've got a nice little data set here, which, okay, let's make some room. I'm going to Control X to cut, Control V to paste. I'm going to give it some names. Okay, and let's make a picture. So I'm going to highlight again. And now we're thinking of this tool as the all-encompassing tool for all of statistics. So I want to have my data, I want my formulas, I want any summary statistics, and I want my pictures. So I can insert a chart. Now it'll guess what chart I want, which is almost always wrong. I'm going to come over here and just say, well, I think I wanted a dot plot instead. Okay, well, there's lots and lots of choices, right? Most of them are not really what I want. I mean, a scatter plot in this particular case was the guy. Okay, so we have a nice little introduction to building some formulas and just using Google Sheets or other spreadsheet type devices to do some calculation and do some work for you. This is what almost all of our work is going to look like. So I encourage you to get used to Google Sheets, and the next couple of questions are going to require that you do that as well. I will see you in the next video.